In this video, I will do example 3 of finding derivatives, but this time we are given a graph. So on example 3, we have a graph. The red one represents f of x, and the green one represents g of x, and I labeled some points. So there's only one part question. We have u of x equals f of x times g of x. We got to find u prime of 1. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to have to first find u prime of x. So let's find that. So how do we find the derivative of two products? You use product rule, right? So product rule is f prime of g. Yeah, f prime of g plus g prime of f. So what would be our f and what would be our g? So my f would be f of x, and then my g is g of x. So f prime is f prime of x, and then g prime is g prime of x. Okay, so we just apply the product rule. So it's f prime, which is f prime of x times g of x plus g prime of x times f of x. Okay, and then what would I do next? Should I plug in our x value 1? Okay, that's what I'm going to do next. And then now, how do I find the slope of f prime? So yeah, how do I find the slope of f prime 1? And then I kind of know what g of 1. We could just look at the graph. What is g of 1? So g is the green one. So g of 1 is the green one. So that would be 1 comma 1. So g of 1 is 1. Yeah, g of 1 is definitely 1. And then the same, we could easily find f of 1 looking at the graph. F of 1 is the red one. So at the red one, the x value 1 spits out a y value 2. So g of 1, f of 1 is 2. But we still got to find f prime of x and g prime of 1. So let's find that. So f prime of 1, you might have to use, so f prime is the derivative or the slope of 2 points. So let's look, we need to find 2 points for the f graph. So here's f, the red one. Okay, so in the red one, we have, I think what we have to do is find the slope of these 2 points. Do you see these points? The 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 4, because it's still part of f of x. And yeah, we need to find the slope of that. So let's do that. So this 2 points are 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 4, right? So I'm going to find the slope by using the slope formula. So I'm going to label this point x1, y1, x2, y2. So my slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? So my y2 is 4 minus my y1 is 2. My x2 is 2 minus my x1 is 1. So 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. So my slope is 2. Okay, now I got to find the slope of g prime of 1. So g prime is the green one. And here's 1 comma 1, and then I think we'll have to use, what's another, so 1 comma 1, and then maybe, so I'm going to find the slope of this part, 1 comma 1, and then this point is 2 comma 0, right? Let me write that out. So our 2 points are 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 0. Okay, so I'm going to label this x1, y1, x2, y2. My slope is going to be y2 minus y1. That's 0 minus 1. And then x2 is 2 minus 1. So 0 minus 1 is -1. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's -1. Okay, so f prime of 1 is 2. Plus g prime of 1 is -1. So if you put it all together, u prime of 1. So what's 2 times 1? 2. Plus, what's -1 times 2? -2. And that gives you 0. So yes, u prime of 1 has a slope of 0. Okay, so this is the last example of this section. And yeah, I'll stop here.